And so, without any further delay, let's get this show on the road. Are you guys ready for some action? There you go. All right, your first bout of the evening is 3 2-minute rounds in the 135-pound weight division. Introducing first, representing CMMA Fitness from the red corner, Sammy Caceres.
We got Blake. We're on. We got Blake Bulletproof Troop here.
Here with Chris Cross, and we're at FightersRep 9, and we're about to get started here.
About to be fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special guest commentator over here next to the commentary booth.
Here we got Pedro Sam Caceres coming out in the red corner.
So Sam Caceres is out of CMMA, one of the most established gyms here in Southern California, with Chad George as the head coach. They've been coming to FightersRep for a while and doing fantastic
things. Out of the blue corner, representing Moreno Muay Thai, Alberto Vallecito.
I'm always excited to see Chad George's guys get inside of the ring. Chad George runs a fantastic program at CMMA in Gardena, and all his guys always come to bang. I haven't heard of his opponent's camp, but that doesn't mean you should count him out.
Oh, absolutely. Chad George, their camp, every time they come to FightersRep, they bring the heat, they bring the fireworks.
Absolutely. This is a great matchup to start our card off here at FightersRep 9 in Seal Beach.
This first fight is going to be 3 2-minute rounds. You're going to see they got the shin guards on, and they're going to put on the head guards here soon.
Are being observed under IKF amateur kickboxing rules. All professional fights are going to be observed under professional CSAC professional kickboxing rules. All amateur fights are 3 2-minute rounds, with our championship fight 5 2-minute rounds. Our professional fights are 3 3-minute rounds. Fights can end by TKO, knockout, referee stoppage, or doctor stoppage. President of IKF is C. Fossum. Chief Executive Andy Foster. IKF event representative Elaine Jojola. Timekeeper at ringside, Jill Trigg. Doctors at ringside, Dr. Jeff Roberts and Dr. Edmund Ayub. CSAC Chief Representative at ringside, Ernesto Martinez. And in this bout, the judges are at ringside, Pongson, Cecil Peoples, and Luis Cobian. Your referee, the third man in the ring, calling the action, Dan Bam Bam Stell. All right, fight fans, this is 3 2-minute rounds in the 135-pound weight division. Introducing first, fight out of the red corner. He stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at fight time at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, representing CMMA Fitness, Brown Sugar, Sammy Caceres. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at fight time at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, representing Moreno Muay Thai, Alberto Vallecito!
A lot of kickboxing fans in the house. This is the first fight, and we already have a packed house here in Southern California.
Oh, yeah, and I'm excited for this one to get going here, Troop. What about you?
Absolutely. So looking at both these guys standing inside the ring, I would say that Brown Sugar, Pedro Sam Caceres, looks a little bit more warmed up and possibly a little bit better conditioned going into this fight.
And I'm not mad at his nickname either, Brown Sugar.
Brown Sugar, I like that. I hadn't heard that before.
I'm not mad at it at all. Let's see what he got. He's got.
Caceres gets right after it and comes in with a 2-punch combination. Both landed pretty nice. Continuing the pressure with the high kick.
Putting the pressure on here. Oh, that's a slip. Yeah, that's a slip.
A little bit bit of slip there. You know, he's been throwing a lot of damage, and that was multiple kicks in his first 20, 30 seconds. That blitz attack.
He's really putting the pressure on.
Absolutely. Vallecito's holding his own, though. He's not backing down.
Trade kicks there in the center of the ring. Oh, wow.
Both guys are exchanging.
Oh, that head kick landed.
The offense is there for both guys, but the defense isn't particularly, and I gotta say, this is making an entertaining fight.
Oh, yeah, this is how you want to start off the night here. Oh.
Two very game opponents. Man, this has been a very entertaining first minute. This is the way you kick off an event.
Oh, yeah, as much pressure as Brown Sugar is bringing, Alberto hasn't backed down. He's beating him right in the middle.
Absolutely. He's even coming forward.
Oh, yeah, good leg kick.
Fantastic leg kick. That might have been the best strike I've seen landed by Vallecito so far.
Brown Sugar's been setting up that right hand from the start. It's landed a couple times.
Absolutely. Brown Sugar needs to start working his jab a little more. The more brawly this fight has been getting, the more Vallecito, I think, is starting to come back. I think if Caceres can keep him standing at the end of his jab, I think he'll be doing a much better job.
That was a nice spinning backhand from Alberto there.
It's always nice to see unorthodox attacks land. You saw him stun him right there with that punch.
Oh, yeah.
Vallecito has landed several leg kicks on a really planted leg for Caceres, and that'll potentially pay dividends later on in this fight.
Yeah, if this goes to the second round, we're really going to see that cardio you were talking about from both fighters.
Absolutely, both guys have been flooring it, so you see a little bit of slowing down here, but they're not stopping with the aggression, just a little bit slower of a pace.
That's his third time going to that spinning backhand.
Absolutely, it's landed almost every time. The first time it really landed flush.
What a great first round.
Absolutely. When I see a guy throw attacks like a spinning back fist multiple times in a row, it can mean a couple things. One, it landed great the first time. But if a guy continues to throw really weird, unorthodox attacks, it makes me think that he's expended everything in his natural arsenal, or like orthodox arsenal, that he starts getting desperate. I wouldn't say that those look like desperate attacks, but it makes me wonder if he does not want to have the orthodox technical striking match with Caceres. It definitely looks like Vallecito prefers to stand in there, bang, and brawl. And Caceres, I thought, was doing a much better job during the technical striking, which I know is more so what Chad George teaches. I would like to see Caceres come out and work more straight punches and range instead of just standing in the pocket with Vallecito. As entertaining as it is to watch that, though.
Both guys are sitting in their corner. They're not breathing too heavy. They look like they're ready for the next round, though.
And I would say my advice to Vallecito should be to continue the pressure forward. He needs to keep coming in and keeping this fight ugly. The uglier this fight gets, the better Vallecito is done.
Yeah, and for Brown Sugar, like you said, I want to see him establish the jab a little bit more. You know what? What do I know? Landed a big head kick there.
Absolutely. Without shin pads, without headgear, that might have been a knockout.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see both guys set their kicks up a little bit better. They're just coming out and exchanging kicks. If they set up some jabs and crosses, fantastic overhand.
Yeah. There's that spinning backhand again. And I think this case is an example of him landing it good the first time, and now he's going back to the well.
Caceres has been doing a better job of keeping it technical here. He continues to let himself kind of get pulled into this in-the-pocket battle, though. He's got to keep things at range, in my opinion, particularly with the jab. And he returns with his own spinning back fist.
We're going to see that gas tank tested here tonight in the first fight here, Troop.
Absolutely. We've seen a significant slowdown from the first minute to now, but both these guys are still coming in here and scrapping.
Oh, yeah. Good leg kick there. But as you said earlier, Troop, they're throwing a lot of these kicks naked. They're not throwing any hands before. They're not setting it up at all.
Absolutely. And so far, neither guy's made the other guy pay for doing that. But as they get more tired, their kicks are going to get slower, and that opening is going to get bigger. And as a result, I'm going to imagine one of these guys is going to be able to capitalize on that sooner or later.
Alberto with a nice spinning backhand out of that clinch there.
Absolutely. He does a good job of getting a guy into an inside battle and then spinning that back fist around the outside, coming kind of over the top. Again, before I said that it seemed like he might have been using an unorthodox attack potentially out of exhaustion of his other weapons, but it seems like that might be one of his main weapons. He has landed that thing pretty much every time he's thrown it.
And he's thrown it quite a bit here tonight. Looks like Brown Sugar setting him up on the ropes here.
This is a very close round. The first round I would give to Brown Sugar. This round, it's...
Good check there. That's the first check we've seen all night. And Alberto finishes that round with a spinning backhand again.
Yeah, Brown Sugar started looking better there towards the very end of that round. He started getting a little bit more technical. I think the more technical this fight is, the better for Brown Sugar. I'm going into this the last round. I would say it could potentially be 1-1 or potentially 2-0 Brown Sugar, but you know Brown Sugar's got to come out here and make sure that he wins this round to take home the fight, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, and you got to think that Chad George is telling him the same thing in his corner.
Yeah, you always got to go into the third round imagining that you need to win it. It's the best mindset you can have. While we're on this break, let's give a big shout out to Ollie Optimal Wellness, one of our sponsors here at FightersRep. We got the Hybrid Boost girls in the house looking beautiful as always.
All right, Troop, here we go with the third round of the first fight of the night. It's been fireworks to start.
And Vallecito is already out in the middle of the ring ready for this action. I think both guys' corners told them they need to win this round if they want to win this fight.
100%. I think the winner of this round is going to win the fight. And they come out and they're fighting like it.
Vallecito I thought got the better of that exchange inside brawling.
Oh, wow.
And I think this is the fight Vallecito needs to continue to have if he wants to win this fight. I think standing at range and playing a more technical fight would be the wrong way to play this. And see how Vallecito just continues to push forward. That's what I think he needs to do. And he's doing a great job of it and actually landing more than he's absorbing. Both guys have not been doing a whole lot of defense.
Yeah, Brown Sugar's getting pulled into these clinch wars like you said earlier. I'd like to see him establish a jab like you said earlier and stay at his distance.
Absolutely.
Oh, he blocked it.
Had he been establishing the jab significantly more in the first few rounds, right now his cross and his straight attacks, and he could hide a lot of things behind that jab that's been established now. But being in the third round, it's a little, not that he can't establish his jab now, but there's significantly less time for him to utilize the benefits of establishing that jab and following up that jab with things.
There's another leg kick there from Vallecito.
We're in the last minute of the fight, and if you ask me, whoever wins this last minute wins the fight. I have Vallecito winning this round thus far. These guys are just happy to stand and bang. This is what we do here at FightersRep. A little bit of an
caution. You understand me? Watch that elbow. You understand me? Let's go.
Vallecito getting warned there for the elbow on the spinning backhand.
That's a tough one, you know. I can understand. I think he did the right thing by warning him, not taking the point. It didn't look like an intentional attack, you know, and it's something that happens, spinning like that and throwing, you know. So I think a warning was the right call there. We got Bam Bam Stelling here, who is an OG here in the kickboxing community.
They are standing and banging here. 10 seconds left. Here we go. Oh yeah, there's not a lot of defense in this first fight here, Troop. Oh.
Made for a fantastic fight to watch, man. That's gonna be tough. And both guys standing and banging it out in the middle of the ring for the last 10 seconds. You couldn't ask for a more entertaining fight to kick off FightersRep 9.
I wouldn't want to be a judge for this fight. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to judge. But that's a way to kick off the night.
It's a lot more fun sitting here talking about the fights than having to judge them.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I can honestly see this fight going either way. I thought Brown Sugar came out and won the first round. Second was very close, and I think Vallecito won the third round. I thought the second and third rounds were more of a brawl that Vallecito was able to capitalize on.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Troop. I think Brown Sugar won the first round, and like you said, Vallecito made the second and third kind of more of a brawl that he won.
The second for sure was not decisively. Same with the third. The third I wouldn't even say was decisive. I would say those two could theoretically go either way. So one thing I think that happened with Vallecito and Caceres would try and play technical, and then he'd get caught a little bit, and he'd get mad, and he'd start brawling. And I can understand that because I have done the same thing in plenty of my fights during my career. So I think that might have been why he started getting dragged into those bang-em-out wars in the trenches, even though it wasn't the smartest option for him. But when you get emotional, you don't always think so much. Great fight. I'm really interested to see what the judges say here.
I agree. I really want to know which corner got the win here. Let's go into the ring to find out.
Both of these great fighters, what a way to start the night! After 3 exciting rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for their decision. All 3 judges scored the bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision.
That was an awesome fight to watch. The only round I could have said that was for sure won was the first round by Pedro, and so I definitely can agree with that decision. That was a fantastic fight to watch. It definitely tell you who else won. The fans here at FightersRep. That was fun to watch.
All right,
That's a little foreshadowing. Let's go to the ring for this interview.
The camera over there. So, man, what a fight! I've seen you fight quite a few times. Usually the fights are a little bit quicker than this, but were you surprised at how tough your opponent was? How many times? Yeah, I mean, you landed some really great punches, but he did not go down.
First and foremost, I'll go to God. Thank God would be here. But my opponent, he's a warrior. He kept me through. Kept throwing my combos. Great fight. I really appreciate him and his team.
All right, so what does the future hold for Sam and Caceres here at FightersRep? You're still a little weak from your fight, huh?
I feel great, but just as far as I can go. As far as I can go. So hopefully one day I'm fighting here pro.
There you go.
So, I mean, thank you everyone for the support and everyone watching YouTube live stream. I'll be back.
All right, your winner once again, Sam Caceres. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it. Oh, go ahead.
Welcome to the City Show.
Oh, thank you.
Hey knuckleheads, be sure to smash that like button, comment and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to continue to support FightersRep.